All right. We are live here on twitch.tv/Perry Von Vicious. Whoa, getting a little bit of feedback loop there. All right. We are live and I'm happy to let a little of this audio come on through here because we are playing some retro games and I love me a good chip tune soundtrack. I'm gonna bring it down just a little louder than I like it to be. All right, there we go. Now we're cooking. All right, we are in Super Nintendo territory here tonight, playing a little Spider-Man and Venom Maximum Carnage. Look at those graphics. God, this takes me right back to elementary school. And I'm so psyched to break this game out here. Haven't played it since it was a new game. So a long time. Hey, Nickabeans is in the chat. Welcome, my friend. Um, I love that they have sort of like the listing of some of the heroes and villains that'll appear in this. Great little intro video at the beginning here. All stuff that I'd forgotten about since I was a kid. Hey, Bobby Gilbert in the chat. Good to see you, bud. Welcome to Tuesday Night, Perry. I'm throw it out early on here. If anyone tuning in, anyone who checks this out after the fact is not subscribed to my YouTube channel, it's just Perry Von Vicious, all one word. Go ahead and do that. I am so close to 900 subscribers, and that number's been rising fast. When I finally hit 1,000, I can properly monetize the channel, and I'm very much looking forward to that. All right. We are in for some 1994 goodness here. Ravencroft, a maximum security institution devoted to the study and incarceration of the criminally insane. I sincerely hope, Officer Resnick, that I can somehow return the courtesy you've shown me by slaughtering you quickly with minimal agony. Wow. Really throwing that out in a kid's game in the 90s. Whew. Game is the same age as Bobby Gilbert. In your dreams, sicko, you should have listened, guys. I warned you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. These guys are in trouble. There really is a monster hiding within me. Hey, Resnick, remember how I said I'd go easy on you? Uh-oh. Hey, Cody Brooks. Welcome, my friend. Everybody's rolling in on a Tuesday night here. Uh-oh. There it is. Carnage. Never trust a raving lunatic. Solid advice. I'm the ultimate insanity. I am Carnage. Seriously, look at the art in this game. That looks so sick. You know, there's a simplicity to it, but it's not underwhelming. Come on, fellas, put a little more life into it. I need the practice. Spider-Man and Venom are bound to come after me when they learn of my escape. Yeah, it seems like fair advice. Unless I play it smart and go after them. Uh-oh. It's been so long since... Hey, email. What the email? Welcome, Adam. Good to see you. Keep fighting. Make mine mayhem. Huh? Kind of nutcase would egg me on. Uh-oh. Oh no, who's Carnage coming upon here? Shriek. Cut me free. I can't wait to join you on the slaughter circuit. Whoa, slaughter circuit. I like that. That's what I'm gonna start calling wrestling loops when I'm out for the weekend. Oh, Bobby Gilbert's is playing Fallout 4 with mods. I need you to change my luck, pretty lady. There's a spider in the alley. Let's go squash it. Whoa. Is that Doppelganger? Is that his name? The text in this game is outstanding. Oh, there's Peter. He seems frustrated. He says it's also frustrating. Every enemy I defeat always seems to return. Boy, isn't that the case for Spider-Man? Destined to keep fighting them over and over again. See, the first level here being New York Street is very similar to the Ninja Turtles, where it's always streets of New York. All right, let's get a load here. We got punch, we got jump, we got what appears to be like a grab or a shield. Okay. Oh, and I can swing. Look at that. Uh-oh. Love a side-scrolling beat 'em up. Big old gorilla press. Let's go. Yeah, this game is very much, those side-scrolling beat 'em ups, the turtle games, the X-Men arcade game that was so much fun. I'll play that sometime on stream. That rules. Love that game. That's always a go-to when I find like a retro style arcade. I feel like I can hit these trash cans and something will happen. Yeah, there we go. They just had that look about them, you know? Even that little go arrow that popped up there looks like the old Turtles games. Spider-Man really favors the punches. Wow, how did I lose a life to these jabronis? I'm in trouble if this is how the whole rest of the game is gonna go. Oh, there's a different attack. Okay. Oh, now it wants me to. It's just sending me in circles. Bunch of newspapers. Oh, I missed that little life heart. Hey, Rise in the chat. Welcome. Right, the even the box art for this game was sick. Uh-oh. Ooh. Who are these kids? Why don't they like me? Why are they dressed like cyclists? Is that who they are? Boy, I am running out of lives. And I'm just with like the lowliest of villains here. It's going to be a long stream. Like, I love side-scrolling beat 'em ups, but I'm always so easily beat up. I lose badly. Yeah, the Tour de France is coming after Spidey. Climb. Let's go. Let's go. Whoa. Okay. I see. It's giving me some Spidey sense. Is this really all I'm supposed to do here? Am I not supposed to go up any higher? Whoa. Oh no. I was oh. Thankfully there was a windowsill there. Uh-oh. Yeah, good. Get out of here. Oh no. Wrong way. This is a tough game. I like it. This is a fun level. Hey, I made it. Look at that. I'm so good. I took one punch to get rid of the doppelganger guy. Rooftop. Let's go. Every chapter here has been a little bit like just generic babyface 101. Just a let's go. Great job, Hamstree. Uh-oh. Am I dead? Game over. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'll continue. It says I only get one. I don't know. I don't know why it would slow me down with continues. It's I'm not in an arcade. It's not getting quarters from me. Man, I am so bad at beating this guy up. Who's floating behind me that I can't see? Oh. Oh no. Did she just kill me? Meanwhile, in the offices of the Daily Bugle. Oh god, it's J. Jonah Jameson. Tucker, you're fired. Jorb. You guess who's going to help me go on a Venom hunt? It's a clue. He's turning a sickly shade of green right before my eyes. They're bleak for Jonah Jameson. It's about to get much worse. Uh-oh. I want pictures of Spider-Man. Parker, I told you to get me pictures of Spider-Man. Grind sing along next month for Homestar Runner. Maybe if I have a great big win for the main event. Presumably, I'm defending my championship. I haven't heard what my match is or anything yet. But if that goes well, maybe I'll have that be my song that plays when I win. Doom, 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 doom. This is a miracle. Ribs are killing me. If ambitious punks don't do it first. Oh, these ambitious punks. Yo, Ambitious Punks is the name of my new band. Alleyway. Let's go. Every time. Let's go. I knew that was coming, and I did nothing to stop it. All of a sudden, it's a dumpster match. I need that heart. Give me. Yes. Good. I needed that badly. Oh, that might be game over. I only had one continue before, so... Yep, looks like we're starting over. Starting over fresh. All right, New York Street. Let's go. Now, do I really have to defeat all these people, or can I just pass them? I don't know when Peter Parker took all these boxing classes. One of those guys was named Steve. Hey, Steve! Seriously, can anyone else hear the name Steve without immediately going, hey, Steve? Oh, I like the running shoulder tackle. That's very Perry Von Vicious coded. Our turtle's name is Steve, so I've been saying that almost daily for 19 years. Every time you see the turtle, hey, Steve. Oh, you avoided the shoulder tackle. Boy, the punching bag sounds when I strike at these guys is crazy. I bet Hirobotic played this game a lot as a kid. Welcome, welcome, Hirobotic. I see. Everyone's getting caught up on hanging out at the show Saturday. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here comes these two hooligans. don't want is to have them on either side of me. Come on. Try to take her out with the shoulder tackle. Herobotic, your kid's a diehard J Freddy fan now? No. No, 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 no. As Jay gave him his raps in the boys' first show. You know, I got wrist tape at the first indie show I ever went to. Kept it for a really long time. Had it like on a display on my wall with a bunch of wrestling figures. It was, who knows, some indie wrestler that I've probably never heard of again. You know, as was the style at the time. Nick at Nickabean's first show got to touch the spikes on the Mad jackets. That became a very popular thing at the merch table for the meet and greet during our time in Japan. Fans loved coming up and being able to touch the spikes. That was something we didn't need any help translating. They would come up and kind of point at the jackets and kind of motion, and yeah. Well, that didn't go great. All right, here we go. We're back up on the rooftop. I see. Once I knock him down, out comes there he goes. Uh-oh. I don't know what to do now. Oh yeah, we're back to this guy. Okay. Yeah, they introduced some of the characters during the opening like credit scroll on this, and a lot of them were Spider-Man villains that I am not nearly as familiar with. Parker, you're fired. Yeah, 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 we get it. It's going very bad for J. Jonah Jameson. The guy who played Jameson in the early Spider-Man movies and then made his return very briefly in the Disney ones, I think as like a postscript. I always forget the name of that actor, but he was great in Whiplash and great in Juno. Really, he's been great in everything I've ever seen him in. Oh, he was great in Arrested Development. That's I forgot he was in Arrested Development. He was the military guy in charge of Buster's deployment. Told Lucille, maybe I could get him out of active military if you're willing to go downtown. Exactly. Yes, J.K. Simmons. Yeah, it's never a big surprise to me that all the wrestlers I know are like usually pretty big comic book nerds, since the entire concept of pro wrestling as a storytelling form is basically just comic books brought to life, where there's a good guy and a bad guy, and you kind of have to just fight your way out of it. And there's something to be said there about costumes and spandex and what have you. Yeah, throwing all the stuff off the desk, and then she's just singing. I have not mastered those jumping attacks yet. Oh, we got a little bit of visual glitch happening there. That's to be expected on these emulator ROMs every so often. I mean, I bought this game legally and paid money for it. All right, come on. Really working that shoulder tackle. Sticking with what I know. Yeah, I'm real bad at those jumping attacks. They never quite land. In these smash 'em up games, I've never quite understood why the streets are just full of these people. Like where did all these people that want to fight Spider-Man come from? There's a life. It's that heart. They were in the way. Oh, I think I got it actually. Let's see. Now we're talking about showing the boy all of Homestar. It's a deep dive and an important one. Hey, Steve. Yes, that is a Homestar thing. Hey, Steve. To me, Hey Steve is a character there, kind of on the same level as the giant marshmallow thing, or like Homsar. I'm doing the best I can. I was raised by a cup of coffee. was there never a Homestar Runner video game? They seemed like they would have done that. The Brothers chap. Here comes trouble. When the music stops, you know it's coming. Oh no. Who? Who? Okay. Did what is happening? Why are there multiple villains just one after another? What is happening? About the Trogdor board game. Oh, that's so sick. Still needs our help. Okay, these are baby faces that came to save me from that dude. Okay, so the big one that looks a little bit like Doctor Doom is Cloak. Oh, I see. Nickabeans, I just saw that that came through. Cloak and dagger. Uh-oh, I'm back with Doppelganger. Oh, and I can't get a move in edgewise. Come on. Come on. They're star-crossed lovers, which you only know from Marvel Rival. Wow, well I'm glad someone figured that out. Like I've heard people talk about Marvel Rivals, and I don't know anyone who's actually like dug in. So I'm glad you did. LJN, seeing that icon come up is awesome. For those who know like old school wrestling toys, the great big hard rubber guys that now of course Matt Cardona's company makes some, and they call them just big rubber guys. Those were LJN figures. That was a series done way back when. Gosh, that would have been like WrestleMania 1 and 2 era. Mm, 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 mm. All right. I feel like this whole stream's gonna be me playing these first couple parts of a level over and over again. That was new. I do like that this one thug is kind of dressed like Gambit from the X-Men. Right, all right, fella. We got Marshall, Danny, and hey, Steve. You know, that is how we had to do this game as a kid. That's true. At least I'm not in an arcade blowing through quarters. Sitting comfortably in my house, spending no money. I mean, I bought this game legally, if anyone asks. There's my power hit. I wasted it. Alright, so I've learned how I save up a power hit. That's good. I'm starting to figure some of this game out. Oh, oh. Here come these two random girls with Dropkick Murphys hats and biker shorts. They got me. It's shipping up to Gotham. Shipping up to Gotham. Whoa. Started me over all the way from the beginning. Having a rough go of it here. I will say this style of video game definitely gave me a skewed idea of what fights were like when I was a kid. I just assumed if you got someone with like a couple of good punches that a fight was over. And my understanding is that's not really the case, although last time I was in a fight I was so little I couldn't really hurt anybody. Unless you count my wrestling matches, and I certainly don't. Yeah, Spider-Man loses to his arch nemesis, Lizzie. I assume it's Lizzie McGuire. At least then there's some notoriety. Yeah, it's true. Which is wild, because in my matches, there's a fair bit of brawling in my technique. It's weird. I feel like you wouldn't exactly call me a brawler necessarily watching my matches, but I also don't know that you would call me like a technician per se. Well, swing and miss. I still have no idea about the music video. I assume I'm going to find out when I'm there. Rip booked the whole thing, so I got no idea what any of it is. I just know what time to be at Rip's place on Sunday to get in the car. And actually, even that, totally, I'm not totally clear on. All right, here comes Lizzie and Dana. I did a song about a Dana when I was in my pop punk band, but the Dana we were singing about was our guitarist. He was a great big dude. The song was called Dana's Ginormous. And as we would explain when we played it live, this is a song about Dana. He's ginormous, and the song's called Dana's Ginormous. Those hair whips are killing me. Some Bianca Belair stuff going on here. The shoulder tackles, baby. When in doubt, old reliable. Yeah, just show up. That's basically it. Like, show up, bring your wrestling gear. The fact that I don't even know when to be at Rip's house so he can drive me to the thing, really, I think shines a light on my level of professionalism. But yeah, it's Tuesday. This thing's not till Sunday. I don't need to know specifics yet. I'm just gonna forget them by then. Got him. That'll show him. Outran him. Whew. The trouble with working as an assistant to wrestlers is that we don't have the money to pay anyone to do that. Otherwise, I can tell you for certain every wrestler needs it. I won't name names, but I know a certain wrestler who insists on keeping all their important information written down on paper instead of on their phone or a Google Calendar. They say, "Oh, I'm old school," which is a real interesting way of pronouncing useless. Ah, snap. This again. All right. They're not old. They're considerably younger than I am. I won't say who it is, but they are young enough that they have no excuse to not be keeping track of this stuff on their phone or somewhere where they can access it everywhere. But it's someone who I needed information from, and they couldn't tell me because they didn't have their little notebook with them. Where's Parker? I need pictures of Spider-Man. That shoulder tackle's really becoming a solid go-to for me. That's a go-to. Job in the later seasons. Boy, those later seasons of Arrested were a mess. Some great quotable stuff in there, but man, they are a mess. And they're a slog to watch, season 4 in particular. The fake block, it's cleaner. Stick and move. The shoulder tackle. Call it old reliable. These guys all look like they just came from a DDR tournament the way they're dressed. Oh no. Oh, that might be game over. Yeah, the skip scramble. Don't eat the skip scramble. No way. Yeah, the re-edit was a little bit... I mean, honestly, I think the re-edit might have been worse for me. When I watched the re-edit, there's so much reliance on Ron Howard just trying to close loops. I mean, gosh. Yeah, season 4 was a mess. These dropkick ladies are killing me. Wonderful to have a new AD in my life for the first time. Yeah. Yeah, it was nice to be back in that world for a little bit. But boy, it was kind of weird how they treated some of the characters. Like there was always a bit of detachment from reality, but the new seasons were just like pretty far gone. I mean, I still watch them every time that I do a rewatch, but boy, do they not land like those original seasons. And I hate to be that guy who's like, oh, the old stuff was better. I don't like that view on things. But yeah, they didn't deliver the way I wanted. Use that heart, but I didn't see it in time. That one dude's name was Terry. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's true. Having Maria Bamford in there at all is a big win. Love Maria Bamford. One of my wife's all-time favorite comedians. We've been to see her a few times, and she's incredible. All right, what are we at now? Yeah, my wife's the best, but I'm definitely a little bit biased. She is, however, fairly allergic to any and all social interaction. It's one of the reasons that you never see her out at one of the shows I'm on or anything. I mean, that and combined with the fact that she just has no interest in pro wrestling and has had to cope with me doing it for like 17 and a half years now. I mean, longer than that if we count when I started training. If we start count when I started training, it's closing in on 18 years. I started dating her, and then 2.5 months later, I started training to be a wrestler. So she's been stuck with it the whole time. Yeah, that's similar to what we do. Our usual going out is heading to certain nature preserves so that we can listen for specific birds. There's one not far from us in Montague where you can hear whippoorwills pretty regularly, and that's become a real frequent visitor spot for us. Okay, so her name is Shriek. Doppelganger keeps getting me, and he's supposed to be the easier to beat of the two. There he goes. Uh-oh. Carnage rolling in. Dude. Hey, the Grizz Crew's raiding. Welcome, welcome, my friends. Carnage in New York. Edward Brock, a man whose casual attire holds a startling secret. It's alive. All right, we found Eddie Brock. Let's go. Carnage, we thought we were done with you, but we've come back to make sure that this time. Do 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 do. Carnage! Look at that. Look at that art. I know, right? This game is such a classic. Even just the box art is so classic. Oh, now I get to pick between the two. I mean, we've been playing as Spidey this whole time, so we gotta go with Venom for a bit. Am I right? I mean, come on. San Francisco. I love San Francisco. Wonder if I'll recognize anything. I like how the street is on an incline. That's immediately like that's slowing over the plate. San Francisco. Wow, yeah. Now he fights more like I fight. Just throwing fists and arms. Boy, it's a fun styles clash when I was wrestling A game this weekend because he's so technique based and I'm so just power and throw hands. I want to grow up to look like Venom. Look at that physique. Am I jacked like him? Guys, help me out. All right, sorry. The game's yelling at me. You need like 80 more back muscles. I mean, it's hard for me to see back there, but yes. Oh, tomorrow's Grizz's birthday. Hey, happy early birthday. You doing anything special for the day? These random, slightly harder jobber heals are gonna take me out. That's right. I'm gonna start hitting that in my matches. That's good shoulder tackle technique. I'm into it. This must be Lombard Street. It's so steep. We're planning on streaming around 6 p.m. Some party games like Jackbox. Oh, that's cool. Have you received any gifts yet? I'm always interested to know what people get for their birthdays. Oh no. Tell me I got another life saved up, because that's the furthest I've gotten. I don't know that I'll get back there again. Oh no. Back to the beginning. These games are hard, man. Stressful. Great soundtrack on this though. Yeah, back in the day of no saves. That's right. It's a tough life out here. It's tough out here. All right, skipping all the story stuff. I love it, but I've seen it like 7 times now. All right, this time. All right, let's just stretch it out here. Okay. Okay, we can do this. Yeah, the Lion King game, the Aladdin game. There was a few like classic games from that era that really you could get so close. Were the people of New York always such good fighters? I feel like it couldn't have always been the case. It's got to be a few cheats for. Yeah, there's definitely some cheats. They're even listed right on the site where I got the ROM, but only if you also have Game Genie. And it's an emulator, so no, I don't have Game Genie. Oh yeah, some of those games you could break a controller pretty easy. I mean, the plus side is as much as I keep losing here and I'm not making a ton of progress, which is often the case when I play these retro games, I don't mind because the music is a lot of fun and I love the art style, so I'm just kind of enjoying myself anyway. Although I will say I can feel already my thumb's going to be sore from the D-pad. Oh, here they come. Dreaded shoulder tackle. Well, I mean, oh, Hirobotic redeemed a highlight message. It's not the best pixel art I've ever seen, but it's a fun one. Yeah, I mean, I think they got some really good shading and, they're making use of what they had. I mean, I want to say 94, this was considered to look pretty good, was it not? I mean, certainly your knowledge of video games is a little more in depth than mine is, Hirobotic. Climb, let's go. This one seems to just be a game of patience. Here we go. Made it. Whew. All right, Chris. Thanks for stopping in, bud. Always happy to see you. Now he got me. Well, good enough. Good enough. I'm gonna call that good enough. So here, Robotic, just checking in. The kiddo had a good time at the show. I know the show had more matches than you're used to there, so sort of an experience for him to check out a longer show. Although the show itself didn't actually last a whole lot longer, it still ran about an hour and a half. Oh, there's the first game over. Loved it. Oh, awesome. That's right. I think you were mentioning that. That's great. Well, I'm glad because I know the longer shows with more matches and more characters can be really fun, but they can also be they can be a bit much in one sitting, especially at a young age like that. Oh no, it's looking iffy that I make it past this crew. Oh, made it past that one. Yeah, it was a really good show top to bottom. Honestly, it was a hard show to follow going at the end. That's one of the nice things when I'm not main event somewhere, I'm often opening match. Opening match is a really easy situation because the crowd's super hot for the show to get started. They're not desensitized to anything yet. Like, it's a prime spot to be in. Main event is stressful because they've seen everything. and especially at a company like Grind where they refuse to book, they refuse to book people who aren't awesome. One of their rules when they first started, they said, that's a simple rule about who they want to book. No, no assholes, all killers. That was their rule. I mean, the fact that I had to follow a Jay Freddy match, that's always hard because, man, his matches go hard. And that's a hard one to go right after. Because you kind of feel like, what am I going to show this audience that they haven't seen? What? This game is hard. We're at 1 hour and 14 minutes, so I might only get one more spin before I game over, and then we raid Johnny Torres. I'm trying to stop at about the hour and a half mark because I still got to work out tonight. I want to try to get to bed a little bit earlier. I hope everyone's been I actually don't believe that Skyros and Freddy have worked together at Grind before ever, and I believe listening to them talk backstage, this I believe was only like their second or third match together ever. And they've both wrestled for a really long time. So like I think both of the other two matches were pre-COVID. So it's been a really long time since they've worked together. Um, I mean, heck, for me and A game, except for the little bit of interaction we had in the 6-man back at Celebration Day last year in October, which is, I mean, that's a long time ago. We've only worked together the one other time at Grind. We've been in a couple matches where we've had some interaction, places like Blitzkrieg and stuff, but I believe we're usually on the same team over there. See him. See, they have a lot of chemistry. I think chemistry is the right word. Romance is good. Yeah, they got a fair bit of romance. I mean, one of the most famous Japanese promotions back in the day, War, WAR, where Chris Jericho first got really any notoriety. At least that's where he got the notoriety that got him to WCW. The War, WAR, stood for Wrestling and Romance. I was going to say it was the first place he'd gotten any notoriety, but he'd wrestled in Mexico a bunch before he went to Japan. Yes. Rah rah ah. Hey, look, I miss 2011, 2012 as much as the next guy. There we go. I've heard the new album is good. Freshly in LA, that's right. You had just made your way out. I was on year 3 on the West Coast. Well, we made it back to the rooftop. I'm standing on the rooftop, ready to fall. It might just be because I finished a community rewatch not too long ago, like a couple of weeks ago. But every time I see this guy's name pop up, all I can think is Doppeldeaner from when Chang took over the school. The old Doppeldeaner. Oh no! Oh no! You guys, I think that's it. Oh, I had one continue. Okay, we're good. We're good. I thought that was going to be the stream, but we're good. We're still fighting away. We're going to do this. Gingerly swing. All right, Herobotic. Thanks for hanging out, bud. We'll catch you soon. I like how this one series of villains here, this guy with the green hat, dresses like those guys who claim that buying all the Pokemon cards at Walmart is hustle culture. It's quite a look. All right. And with that, we are going to call it a stream. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of Spider-Man and Venom Maximum Carnage. I didn't get terribly far in the game, but I'm not surprised at that. I love side-scrolling beat 'em ups, but I am notoriously bad at them. I'm bad at pretty much all video games, but it doesn't stop me from enjoying them and having some mindless fun here and there. That said, thank you so much for hanging out. I will be back again Monday and Tuesday next week, 9 p.m. here on twitch.tv/Perry Von Vicious, or you can always catch the replay over on the YouTube channel. We may fire this up again next week. I don't see any reason not to. Um, but for now, I'm gonna go ahead and send us over to Johnny Torres's stream. We're gonna raid the homie Johnny Torres. Thank you all so much for hanging out, and I will see you over on Johnny's stream. Till next time.